Quality of life means different things to different people. To us in the Fort Cherry School District, it means a feeling of belonging, a sense of community. We like it here, and we feel you might like it too. And here is why. In a small community, people know their neighbors, and they want to. They care. In fact, when a new arrival is on the way, everyone waits and wonders, is the baby going to be a girl or a boy? To many people, quality of life is defined by the cultural, educational, and recreational opportunities offered in an area. Here is where we really shine. We are less than 25 minutes from the Greater Pittsburgh International Airport and the city of Pittsburgh, with all of the universities, theaters, and stadiums. We are also fortunate that two well-developed walking and biking trails pass through the area. The Panhandle Trail connecting Carnegie and Weirton, and the Montour Trail skirting the city of Pittsburgh in a nearly 50-mile arc, extending from Coriopolis in the north to Clairton in the south. The Fort Cherry area is a golfer's paradise with 3 public courses in the district. The Village Green Golf Course near Hickory reflects a country atmosphere. The Quicksilver Golf Course near Midway offers great golfing at affordable prices. The award-winning course has been host to the Senior PGA. The Fort Cherry Golf Club is adjacent to the school property. In addition to offering an 18-acre course, a 600-capacity ballroom plays host to weddings, proms, and other social events. The Hickory Apple Festival attracts thousands over a 2-day period who attend one of the state's premier arts and crafts shows. Homespun exhibits attract the curious and help keep a connection to America's past and the charm that is Fort Cherry. And on our school's campus, we have vastly improved our football field with an extensive modernization program involving the replacement of the old bleachers with new, more substantial ones, and the designing and building of a new press box by volunteers from our community. This sense of community is described best by successful professional people who were graduated from our school. Let us hear what they have to say.
Being involved with the Redevelopment Association, being involved with the fire department, being involved with Little Rangers, suddenly I once again have been reacquainted with everybody in the community that I hadn't seen in years since I'd gone off to school and gone off to practice law in Ohio for a couple of years. So just that small town atmosphere just tends to recycle in every phase of your life. Having done most everything in McDonald that can be done growing up, and having a father who did everything else that I didn't do and probably more than what I did, coming back to the area, you find yourself running into all of your old friends, all of your old family friends. A lot of the graduates, whenever you run into them, whether they be out on the street or in a restaurant or something, you always have something in common to talk about. You've either played football for Mr. Gary, you played basketball for Mr. Cunning, you've played baseball for Mr. Yanosik or Mr. Sawhill. And that's just another aspect of Fort Cherry that just, it's a very closely knit community and student body. I am the one to quickly bring up, no matter where I go, whether it be in Pennsylvania or Ohio, that McDonald and Fort Cherry are the only town or school across this nation to be able to boast the fact that we have 2 current NFL head coaches hailing from that district. And can't say enough about that. Marty lived just up the street, as did Marvin, and Marvin actually played Little Ranger football for my dad, and again, that's another group that anybody that's gone through this area has played Little Ranger football. And if we can continue to put out NFL caliber people, then it just shows how good of a school district we are. Well, the other part of this is Fort Cherry sits in a prime area right now with all of the development that's pushing up against our border right now in Allegheny County. With all the sewage development finally coming through in Washington, I do see a great potential for growth and expansion in this area, be it commercial and residential development. And with the commercial development always comes the residential development. We already see residential developments going in right now. Upper level residential developments, quite different than what Fort Cherry has seen to this point, which ought to add a special dynamic to Fort Cherry that might not necessarily exist right now, or not to the extent that it exists right now. And it's just more of adding to that diversity that is Fort Cherry. right now, and I can improving Fort Cherry in the short term and in the long term.
I'm a 1978 graduate of Fort Cherry High School, and I remember the faculty being approachable, knowledgeable, always there to help the students. That type of environment leads to students having comfort or a comfort level with talking to teachers about career choices and advice on what they should do. And it's really a community type culture and spirit at Fort Cherry that's similar to my experiences here at the hospital, where the basis is rooted in the community. Hardly a day goes by when I'm making rounds in the hospital I don't run into anybody either that I went to high school with, that I knew from high school, that was from my hometown. It's comforting both for them and for myself, for them to see a friendly face when they're in the hospital setting, maybe faced with some difficulties, and good for me to, continue my connection back to my roots and back to the community. Hi, how are you doing today?
Very good.
Good. It's good to see you. Hope you're feeling okay. Everything been okay today for your visit?
Yeah.
Good. 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 You take care, and we'll talk to you later.
Thank you.
Thank you. My high school education really did prepare me for my post-high school, both undergraduate and graduate school adventures. I didn't go to college right out of high school. I worked for 3 years as a secretary and then went to nursing school. And been back to school several times. Each time I could rely on what I learned in my high school years to carry me and be successful academically.
My name's Jamie White, engineering, and a graduate of Fort Cherry. LOI is a 95-year-old engineering company based in downtown Pittsburgh, and we do a variety of facilities and buildings that we design. Anything from cold storage facilities to university and science buildings to computer centers. Some of our clients include the Pittsburgh Supercomputing Center. We've done multiple high-rise buildings in downtown Pittsburgh and a lot of telecommunication facilities and high-tech facilities, things like that. Fort Cherry really did a great job preparing me for the math and sciences. After completing Fort Cherry, I was fortunate enough to go to Rose-Hulman Institute of Technology. Did that on a ROTC scholarship. As I look back, whether it be the biology classes or the physics or the advanced math that I got, the teachers there were really very good and very concerned about that. Right now, my own sons, I have 3 of them at Fort Cherry, 2 6th graders and 1 in 8th grade, and they're also having excellent teachers at Fort Cherry. One of the great things is how flexible the school has been with working with them on their academics, whether it's accelerating programs or giving them special attention when that's been needed. It's just really been wonderful. The people are just wonderful. It's a very tight-knit community. It's a great place to try new things. It's a great place to be involved. When I look back at my time at Fort Cherry, whether it's involved in sports or some of the academic competitions or drama or the different clubs they have available, I think I got a lot out of that, a lot of leadership skills, a lot just not being afraid to try new things. And it's a real thrill for me now to watch my kids as they're just now getting into that age where they're trying new things and they're trying new opportunities at Fort Cherry. And there's a lot there for them. As a matter of fact, there's a lot more there for them now than there was at all for my age. And my kids love it, whether it's doing the media things or being involved in band or trying new sports. They're having a great time.
Each teacher, administrator, and school board member is proud of what we do here at Fort Cherry, and each feels that when our graduates take their rightful places in the world economy, they will be able to compete successfully against anyone and make us proud.